Alright guys, welcome back. I wasn't able to make a video yesterday because I wasn't really feeling well and I couldn't really concentrate because of it, but now we're here so we can continue on where we last left off. And I think we were working on our enemy spawner, but I was having an issue. Not specifically the lecturer. He seemed to be having it seemed to be working for him, but for me on the other hand, it doesn't seem to be the case. So the issue is that though the enemy is spawning, it's not moving to the waypoints, and I'm thinking that's because, well, we didn't give it a wave, right? So we had this wave config, which, you know, we in the enemy script, the pathing script, right? We need the wave config so that we can, you know, grab all of the waypoints and then be able to move through them through the code. But I'm confused as to how his worked because we didn't implement this. Did I miss a step? So we're gonna, you know, probably have to go back and kind of redo everything because I'm confused. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking it has something to do with his prefab. Like in the zombie enemy prefab, we can set, you know, a wave, and I guess that's how it is for him, right? If that's the case, then that makes perfect sense, right? Let me see. Yeah, alright. So I don't know why it just hit, like, the thought of it just worked. And one thing I gotta fix is that, yeah, it's not following it directly. So I think that's the cause of me not resetting the paths when I should have. So I'm just gonna let it slide for now. But I will try to get into the habit of resetting the transform every time I do something. Every time I add something to the hierarchy, immediately reset the transform so that, you know, things like this doesn't happen. Alright, so we fixed that issue. But let's say, how do we want to, let's say what if we wanted to change? Maybe we create a different zombie prefab with a different wave. So like, I guess that could work. And then just in the wave 2 we would have a different zombie. So like, for example, like we could do, oops, and they call this, no, wait, they call this wave 2, in which case we go to waves and put wave 2 here, and then we go to our waves, right? Then we go to prefabs, and then you drag wave 2, and yeah, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. So let's go back, go to wave 2, lock this, go to the prefabs, and then drag and drop the zombie enemy wave 2. So if we need to instantiate the next one, then yeah. Alright, cool. So actually it wasn't that bad. All right. I think that's how you do it. I don't know if that's the right method. Oh wait, actually we can go check. We can just go check here. We can check list C#. Let's see what type of methods it has. Let's check. We'll count. See count. So yeah, it's not a method. So it's actually a property. Is it? Is it though? Is it a property? Yeah, it is a property. But it's a certain type. Dang it. Alright, let's see. How did he use it? Yeah. Weird. I always thought properties were lowercase in C#. Alright. Wait, hello? Hello? Can you still hear me? Let me, because I was kind of working on making the microphone better so it doesn't pick up the background sound, because I noticed that happens a lot. So I'm just gonna keep testing. How about 40 decibels, I guess. I'll probably have to do research it afterwards. Alright, I think we got it though, so we can just move on. So let me, oh wait, no, then we need, sorry, my bad, I forgot to change this. There you go. Let me try it out just to see the amazingness, the awesomeness of what's to come, what's to show. Alright, oh wait, no, yeah, compiler issues. Wavefig does not have a count. Oh, wave configs, my bad. Oh, let's go. Wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to print. Did I do that right? Because, yeah, it does print out to. I mean, wait. What's this? What's this? Oh, not that. And I think we have to do like that. Let me see. So we were supposed to. Actually, I don't know. number of enemies. I didn't know about that. So we got a wave config. What's wave config? Oh. Dot get. Oh no, it's I forgot. Let me look at the scripts. It should be in the wave config. So we have get number of enemies. That's what it's called. Dot get number of enemies. And alright, I see. And then wave config. What do we do about this though? Get waypoints returns the list of transform, which is the number of waypoints in the prefab, in the path prefab, but that doesn't necessarily mean it equals to the number of enemies. So how would we iterate through that? Could we just say I don't know. 0, I guess, for now. I just want to see him like spawn enemies. There should be 5 zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, ready? There you go. Pew 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 pew. Alright. Who said quest? Oh, yeah, I forgot what that was for. So join us. So this is 3 days ago. Rick Davidson. I want to see what type of games he made. Rick Davidson Games. That has been making games for a living for more than 10 years as a designer, producer, creative. He founded the indie company, which was acquired by EA. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, I don't know about EA, but like, I guess like a big company like that, you know, buying out a company like this. But what type of games did they make? Wait, they actually have job postings? What? Yeah, but I'm interested in like what type of games they have. They're just telling me jobs. Games. Wait, what was that? It says we create meaningful gaming products. Let's see their website. That doesn't look like a good sign to me, but this is at 2010, so I don't know. They haven't been updating, I guess. I don't know. Tabletop games, so maybe they do those type of games. Alright. So there's this thing. Chat, all things burn up today. Alright, let's continue. Oh, we got another quiz. But before we do that, I do kind of want to review, because it's kind of been a while. Very small font. Let me just zoom in. Oops. Alright, so let's see what we did. So recently we've added a spawner, right? But we've also learned how to make scriptable objects for the wave configs. And we do that by creating a script and making it, I think this is inheritance, because I remember C++ is kind of like that. And basically we make this script a scriptable object. And yeah, so in our scriptable object, we use this so we can kind of organize things better from what I've seen. And from the document, it mentioned being able to save a lot of storage. So that's a huge plus, I think, in a video game. Like saving memory and faster processing, I think that's really good in gaming. So yeah, we made some public getters and setters for the serialized fields that we've made for it. So we have the enemy prefab, path prefab, time between spawn random factor, move speed, and number of enemies. And I think what this line of code does is basically we are able to right click and then create, and then we're able to make the scriptable object. I wonder if that's just the name though. I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I can change it. Oh, it's already here. My bad. So how about we don't do that? Great. Yeah, so we need it so that we can create an object. So this is important. It's going to be necessary to create an instance of our scriptable object to use this line of code. So create asset menu name, and then the name that we want to provide to the scriptable object. Yeah, let it compile. You can now create any wave config. Alright, cool. Let's see. So we created an enemy spawner. In its mono behavior, which is the default, create a list of wave configs, which I guess we have to actually, add to it by the amount of wave scriptable objects that we've made. Yeah, and we have starting wave, and we also have the current wave. We take care of that, and then we create a coroutine. And to create a coroutine, we need an IEnumerator method, and we named it spawn all enemies and wave for the wave. I guess that was the thing. So we didn't really need to spawn the enemy in every wave, just in that one wave that we have. And he did mention, like at the end of that section, about being able to do that in the future videos. So I'll just wait till then to kind of figure things out. yeah, so we instantiate the prefabs based on the scriptable object, and we're able to reference through it because we passed those scriptable objects as part of the wave configs from our config parameters. And yeah, so we yielded return. So yeah, that's one thing. Like it's easy to reference them because we're referencing them from one single object. So that's one of the benefits I see in using like scriptable objects. I still don't understand like the saving data because we're still instantiating them like normal. But in terms of like organization, I definitely see the benefit of doing this. And yeah, so I did had one issue because I couldn't before the enemy would just stay stuck there, and that's because in his prefab he placed a default wave for the zombie, or I mean not the zombie, the enemy, and I forgot to do it, I guess. But yeah, that was key for it to work, because if I didn't have a default wave for the enemy, then it would have just stayed stuck there. Alright, cool. Let's go take the quiz now. Alright. Which is one of the main benefits of using a list instead of an array? Lists are usually faster to access. No, actually, an array is faster to access. Lists are more flexible because we can more easily add and remove items. I think so. Lists use square brackets, which look cooler than angle brackets. But lists use angle brackets though, not square brackets. So that's incorrect. A list allows us to see how many items are in the collection at runtime, whereas arrays can only be calculated before runtime. I mean, I think what they're trying to say is that we're able to view the data structure during runtime, in which case you can actually see both of them after runtime. But list can grow dynamically, which means that it can expand its size during runtime, or after runtime, I mean. But arrays are stuck with the declared amount of memory before the runtime, before it gets compiled, right? Or I mean, after it gets compiled. So I think this is the answer. It's more flexible. Which method would we use to progress game objects towards a specific point within our game each frame? I kind of forgot this, but I think it's move to point. Because this one, find object. This one doesn't even do anything because transform is supposed to be lowercase. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's supposed to be lowercase. And move towards could be it. Let me just double check it. So it moves in the pathing script. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, move towards. I was wrong. It's gonna be this one. Good thing I checked. So just do that again. Which of the following is written correctly for allowing us to get the number of enemies from another class? So we need to get, this is the getter method. So we have private int, get number of enemies, return number of enemies. That seems good. Public, oh no, private, I didn't see that. Public int. That seems better. And the other one's missing a semicolon, and then we're missing the return in the other one, so it's this one. Which of the following names below best matches this description? Executes a block of code on each element in an array. Executes a block of code on each element in an array. Yeah, I think for each loop. We'll do that. I think I might end this video earlier than expected, just because I think my shoulder's kind of hurting at the moment, so I can't really concentrate properly. Like in terms of like being able to focus, so I'm gonna let it relax first, and then I'm probably just gonna continue tomorrow. But don't worry, we still have 5 minutes, and I'll probably stick through it. And yeah, because it's kind of hurting. It's gradually getting worse, so I'm gonna like take a break, and then yeah, continue tomorrow. So which of the following best matches the structure for writing a for loop? This one. So let's see. Nice, we got all of them. So what's the next one? Wave config for path and speed. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty bad, dang it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for now because my shoulder's hurting. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.